Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is a Mediterranean taco. I wanted to do a fun twist on like a Mediterranean burger meets a taco by creating the Mediterranean taco. This is gonna be an epic lunch that you can make in the summertime, and let's just jump right in. First thing we're going to do is we are going to make our tzatziki. Now this is just a super simple sauce, but I wanna make sure that it marinates in the fridge while we prep everything else. First thing we're going to do is take a cheesecloth, and this you can find anywhere. I got this one at Mom's Organic Market. I just got an organic cheesecloth, and I'm gonna put it into a bowl. I'm gonna take cucumber, and I am going to grate it on the very fine side of the grater into the cheesecloth. When you make tzatziki, you wanna make sure that you squeeze out all of the moisture from a cucumber. So that's why you wanna grate it really fine and then squeeze it completely dry. Once you've grated your cucumber, you're gonna take your cheesecloth and squeeze it to get all of that liquid out. I don't like to throw out the liquid. I like to save it for a smoothie, or I even put it into an ice cube tray to put it in water to make like cucumber water. Let's set aside our liquid or throw it out if you're not gonna use it. I'm gonna take a bowl and put my cucumber that I've just shredded into that bowl. You can reuse a cheesecloth, so you can just wash it right in the washing machine and use it again for something else. To the cucumber, I'm going to add about 3/4 of a cup of plain Greek yogurt. I'm gonna combine all of this together. You can use low-fat Greek yogurt, you could use non-fat Greek yogurt, whole milk Greek yogurt, whatever you have access to that works for this. Gonna add some salt, just a pinch, some black pepper, again, just a pinch. This is not the super traditional way, but I'm gonna add a little bit of dried oregano. Half of a lemon. The amount of lemon you're gonna use really depends on just how lemony you want your tzatziki to make. That's why I like to make it at home rather than buying store-bought, because I can regulate the flavors based on my preference. I'm gonna mix all of this together. Next, we're going to add 5 small cloves of garlic or 3 large cloves. You can either grate them if you have a large one, but if you have small ones, I just like to use a garlic press. And I like my tzatziki super garlicky. If you want something less garlicky, then you can just do 2 cloves of garlic or 1, really doesn't matter, however much you want. You guys know I love garlic, so I like to add a little bit extra. And lastly, I'm gonna take some mint. This is fresh mint from my garden. I love gardening, and I love having fresh mint because it's just right outside. It's super easy to get. You can grow it on the windowsill. You don't need a huge garden for this. It's really, really easy, and mint can get expensive, but then you have endless mint when you grow it yourself. So I'm just gonna take my fresh mint. I'm gonna give it a rough chop. And we're just going to take this and throw it into our tzatziki. Now we're just gonna combine all of that together. I'm gonna cover this and throw it in the fridge to let it marinate while we work on all the other ingredients. Next, we're going to work on our Mediterranean Pico de Gallo, which is going to be tomato, pepper, onion, and basil with feta, and we're just going to make that into a little pico. So I'm gonna take a tomato, and we're going to chop it into little cubes, so very small dicing. cutting out that core. Then I'm gonna slice down like this. You wanna make sure you have a very sharp knife when you do this, and I've linked these global knives that I love to use down in my Amazon links in the description below if you wanna purchase these. I'm not sponsored, though I wish I was, but I love these knives. They're a great go-to and honestly are just perfect for anything that I'm cooking. I use them majority of the time for most of my recipes. Also, if you're enjoying this video so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and also like this video. All right, after we've sliced down, we're gonna turn and dice it. Next, I'm going to dice a yellow bell pepper. You can also use an orange bell pepper. I'm just gonna slice off this half. We're gonna slice it down long ways like this. Do really thin slices. Turn and then chop. Scoop that up and put that into your bowl. Next, we're gonna take a red onion. I'm gonna slice it down the middle first. Then I'm gonna slice it again because I'm only gonna need a quarter of a red onion. Let's cut off this end. Then I'm going to slice it down, not all the way through, but to the end where this piece is. Very thin slices, and then turn and chop it down, and you get these really tiny diced pieces. Take that and put it into your bowl. I'm now gonna take some fresh basil leaves. These are also from my garden. Also another really easy vegetable that you can grow right on your windowsill. And I'm just going to bunch it up like this. I just kind of roll it all together to make it easy to chop. And we're going to slice down like this. The last thing we're going to add to our Mediterranean Pico de Gallo is feta. So I'm gonna take a block of feta and I'm just gonna cut off, really you can cut off as much as you wanna use. I'm gonna cut it down so it's thin. Then I'm going to slice. If you wanna buy pre-crumbled feta, that's fine as well. But I like to control the size of the pieces. So I buy the whole block and then just cut it myself. It's also a little cheaper to buy it when it's the whole block rather than crumbled, so you'll save a little bit of money if you just get the block and cut it on your own. I'm gonna take that and add it to the bowl. Taking some olive oil, I'm gonna drizzle it about 1 to 2 tablespoons onto our pico. It's also basically a Greek salad, but since it's tacos, I'm calling it Mediterranean Pico de Gallo. So don't come at me just because I said that, okay? Gonna add some black pepper. Gonna take some dried oregano. Salt. And this is all to taste. So add maybe like a pinch or a quarter of a teaspoon and then try it, see if you want to add some more seasoning. I'm also going to squeeze half of a lemon and mix that all together. Again, let's cover this in some plastic wrap and throw it in the fridge while we cook our meat. I'm heating a nonstick pan on medium heat, and to it I'm going to add olive oil. I'm now gonna take my ground lamb and add it to the pan. We're just gonna let this sit for a moment without touching it for about 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, we're going to flip the lamb. And I'm gonna take a potato masher, and we are going to break up the meat. And now we're just gonna let this cook until it's completely cooked through. As you can see, my ground lamb is almost completely cooked through. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave it a little bit longer because I want it to get slightly crispy. I want it to cook in its own fat and in that oil. Our lamb is nice and crisp. I'm gonna take it out of the pan and we are ready to plate. We're ready to assemble our tacos. Now I have some of these zero net carb Mission Foods tortillas. I'm not sponsored, but you guys know I absolutely love these. They are such a great alternative to regular tortillas. I'm gonna take 3 and put them in my taco holder. I've linked these taco holders down in the description below on Amazon if you wanna purchase these. I'm first going to add a thin layer of my tzatziki. Now I'm gonna add my ground lamb. These are so easy to assemble and you can make them, you know, just like table style, family style, and everyone can make their own tacos. I'm now gonna get some of my Mediterranean Pico de Gallo, or I guess you could call it Greek salad if you want. Add it on top. And finally, top it with an extra dollop of that tzatziki. And there you have it, delicious Mediterranean tacos. Super easy and refreshing, perfect for the summertime. I can't wait for you guys to try this one. Let's get a bite here. Cheers. This is so delicious if you love Mediterranean food, and most importantly, it is packed with protein, low carb, keto friendly, and most importantly, delicious. I cannot wait for you guys to try this one. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Also hit that notification bell to never miss a tasty upload. Till next time.